All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to talk about something incredible, something that's inside every single one of us. It's the living blueprint for our bodies, the skeletal system.
So, to kick things off, let's just imagine for a second. What would happen if you had no bones? Like, none at all. What would you be?
Well, you'd pretty much just collapse into a puddle on the floor.
Yeah.
Kind of like a jellyfish. It sounds silly, right? But it's actually the perfect way to understand the number one job of your skeleton. It gives you structure. It's the whole reason you can stand up, sit down, or even move around.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to look at your body's inner framework, its three biggest jobs, meet all the building blocks, see how it's constantly changing, and wrap up with how to keep your own bones healthy.
All right, first things first, let's talk numbers. How many bones are actually in this amazing framework inside you? Get this. When you're born, you actually start out with somewhere around 300 bones. That's a ton, right? But something kind of magical happens as you grow up. See, as you get bigger, some of those little bones join together. They fuse. So by the time you're an adult, you end up with 206 bones. And that's the complete set for a grown-up human skeleton. So, okay, we've got 206 bones, but what do they do all day? Well, there's a super easy way to remember their three main jobs. Just think of it as a frame, armor, and a factory. Your skeleton is the frame holding you up, it's armor protecting your insides, and it's a factory producing stuff your body absolutely needs. Frame, armor, factory. Got it? Let's break that down, starting with the frame. This is the support system, and it's the job we probably notice the most. I mean, it's literally the reason you're not a pile of goo on the floor. It gives you your shape and lets you stand tall. Next up, armor. This is so cool. Your skeleton is basically your own personal suit of armor. Your skull? That's a super tough helmet protecting your brain. Your ribcage? It's a shield guarding your heart and lungs. And your spine protects the spinal cord, which is like the main data cable for your entire body. And last but not least, the factory. You see, deep inside your bigger bones, there's this spongy stuff called bone marrow. Think of it as a super busy factory that never shuts down. It's constantly pumping out all the blood cells you need to live. Red ones for oxygen, white ones to fight germs, and platelets that help you stop bleeding. Pretty important, huh? Okay, so the skeletal system is more than just a stack of bones, right? It's actually a whole team of different parts all working together. So let's meet the rest of the crew. Now, ligaments and tendons, people mix these up all the time, but it's actually really simple. Ligaments connect bone to bone. They keep your joints stable so they don't fall apart. Tendons, on the other hand, connect your muscles to your bones. They're what let your muscles pull on your bones to make you move. And we can't forget about the supporting cast, joints and cartilage. A joint is just what it sounds like. It's where two bones meet up, like in your knee or your elbow. And to make sure those bones don't just grind against each other, ouch, they're capped with the smooth, rubbery stuff called cartilage. It's like a built-in shock absorber.
All right, here's something that might blow your mind. A lot of people think of bones as being dry and, well, dead, like something you'd find in a museum. But that's not true at all. Your bones are living. They're living tissue, and that means they are constantly changing and fixing themselves.
So how does that work? Well, you've got this tiny workforce inside your bones. First up, you have the osteoblasts. These are your builder cells. The B in osteoblast is for build. Their whole job is to build new bone. And on the other side of the team, you have the osteoclasts. These are the carver cells. The C in osteoclast is for carve or clean up. They break down and remove old bone. So you've got the builders making new bone and the carvers clearing out the old stuff. This whole process is called remodeling. And believe it or not, it's happening inside you as we speak. And this whole builder-carver teamwork is exactly how a broken bone can heal itself. It's amazing. First, a blood clot forms. Then, your body makes a sort of soft patch. That patch then hardens into new bone, and finally, those osteoblasts and osteoclasts get to work, remodeling the bone until it's back to its old self. It's your living skeleton in action. So what's the big point here? The most important thing to remember is that because your skeleton is alive, you have the power to keep it strong. What you do matters.
And don't worry, it's not super complicated. It really just boils down to three simple things. Eat right for your skeleton, move it to keep it strong, and make smart choices to protect that framework.
Let's talk about the fuel. There are 3 real superstars for your bones. First, you've got calcium. That's what makes them hard and strong. But your body can't use the calcium without its sidekick, vitamin D. And then there's protein, which is like the basic frame of the bone that everything else is built on.
And you know, it's kind of like your muscles. You have to use your bones to keep them strong. Every time you walk, run, or dance, you're putting a little bit of good stress on your skeleton. And that sends a message to your bones that basically says, hey, we need to stay dense and strong to keep up.
So let's wrap this up. We've learned that your skeleton is your frame, your armor, and your factory. It's this incredible living system that you rely on every single moment of the day. So I'll leave you with this question. This skeleton is literally going to carry you for your entire life. So how are you going to help it stay strong for the journey?